Hello student, myself Renuka Kokate. In this video lecture, we are going to learn control structure in C language. When program is executed, it is always in a sequence manner. In some situation, we want to check the condition. Okay, that's why we require a control structure. Okay, control structure is of two types: branching, second one is your looping. Okay, what is branching? When program breaks the sequential flow and jump to another part of the code is called as branching. That means program is jump to another part of the code. Okay, this is called as a branching. Okay, branching is of two types: conditional branching, and second one is a unconditional branching. Okay, conditional branching, the statement check the condition first and then control is transferred to another part of the code. Okay, unconditional branching, the statement do not check the condition and the control is transferred to another part of the code. For example, go to, break and continue. Okay, next, looping. It is the process of repeatedly executing a block of statement until some condition for the termination of the loop are satisfied. That means looping continuously or repeatedly executing a block of statement until some condition becomes false. Okay, for example, while, do while, for, all these are the looping in C language. Now we will see conditional branching. Okay, this conditional branching is of three types: if, switch and ternary. In this video lecture, we are going to study if statement. First, simple if. Okay, this if statement is a two-way decision statement. That means either it will return a true value or false value. Okay, depending upon the value of expression, the control goes to the particular statement. Okay, the syntax is like that: if text expression, that means if condition. Okay, that means if this condition returns true value, then it will execute the true block statement. Okay, if this test expression or condition becomes false, then it will directly execute the statement X. For example, to accept a number from the user and check whether the number is positive or negative. In this example, we accept one value. Okay, we accept one value and store in variable A. Okay, and store in variable A. How to check the number is positive or negative? If number is greater than 0, that time number is positive. Okay, that's why here we write down the if in bracket A greater than 0. Okay, if this if this expression returns true value, then it will display the message number is positive. Okay, see here, if we enter number 1, okay, now one number is positive, then it will display the 1 is positive number. Second type is your if else statement. Okay, if else statement allows selecting one of the two available options depending upon the output of text expression. That means if else statement returns the two options. That means it will either returns true or false value. Okay, see here, if text expression, that means if these conditions this condition becomes true, then it will execute the true block statement. Okay, this condition becomes false, then it will directly go to the else part and it will execute the false block statement. In both the cases, that means if expression or condition becomes true or false, in both the cases it will execute the statement X. See here, again the number is positive or negative. We accept one value and store that value in variable A. Okay, write down the keyword if in bracket A is greater than 0. That means number is positive. Then it will display the message number is positive. If we enter a negative value, that means if we enter less than 0 value, that time it will display the message the number is negative. Okay, see, if we enter minus 10, that means it is less than 0 value. That here it will display the message minus 10 is negative number. Next, nesting if else statement. That means if is included another if else statements. Okay, if text express okay, see here, if text expression 1. Okay, first it will check the text condition 1. Okay, condition 1 becomes true, then it will check the second condition. Okay, that means it will check the text expression 2. Okay, if expression 1 and expression 2 becomes true, then it will execute the statement 1. Okay, if expression 1 is true and expression 2 returns the false value, then it will execute the statement 2. Okay, if expression 1, that means condition 1 becomes false, then it will execute the else part and then it will execute the statement 3. In both the cases, if expression 1 or condition 1 becomes true or false, in both the cases it will execute the statement X. See here, if we want to check or we want to find maximum of 3 numbers. Okay, in this program we accept the 3 values. Okay, and store this value in variable A, B, C. Okay, like that. Okay, A, B, C. Okay, we store all the values in according to the A, B, C. After that we check one by one. We compare first and second number. Okay, that means A is greater than B. If condition is true, then it will check the first and third number. That means A is greater than C. Both condition becomes false. That means A is greater than B. Also it is greater than A greater than C. Then it will display the message %D is maximum. That means A is maximum number. Okay, if A is greater than B, okay, and A is less than C, this condition becomes false, then it will execute the else statement and display the message C is maximum number. Okay, if A is greater than B, this condition becomes false. That time it will execute the else statement, and this else statement compare the second and third number. That means B and C. Okay, B is greater than C, then it will display the message B is maximum. Otherwise it will display the message C is maximum. Okay, if we enter number like that 10, 50, 90. 10 is the value of A. Okay, B is equal to 50 and C is equal to 90. Okay, then it will display the message 90 is maximum. That means C is the maximum number. Next, else if ladder. In this else if ladder, it will first check the condition 1. Okay, here it will check the condition 1. If this condition 1 becomes true, then it will execute the statement 1. Okay, if this condition becomes false, then it will check the second condition. Okay, if condition 2 is true, then it will execute the statement 2. If above both the cases or both the condition becomes false, then it will check the next condition. That means condition 3. If condition 3 becomes true, then it will execute the statement 3. If all the above condition becomes false, then that time it will execute the else part. That means it will execute the default statement. Okay. When it will execute the else part of the statement, if all the above condition becomes false, that time it will execute the else statement. That means default statement. Now see one example. Okay, if we accept the marks of 3 subject, okay, after accepting the marks of 3 subject, we calculate the total and percentage. Okay, see here M1, M2, M3. Okay, after that total and percentage. After that we accept the 3 values and store these values in variable M1, M2, M3. Okay, after accepting the marks of 3 subjects, we want to calculate the total. How to calculate total? We do the addition of M1, M2, M3. Okay, here we write down total is equal to M1 plus M2 plus M3. Okay, after calculating the percentage, we calculate the percentage. Okay, how to calculate percentage? Total divided by number of subject. Okay, here total percentage is equal to total. How many subjects? 3 subjects. Here we write down the total divided by 3. After calculating the total and percentage, now we will calculate the grade of the student. Okay, if percentage is greater than 75, that means student get the distinction. Okay, that then it will display the message grade is equal to distinction. If percentage is greater than 60, that means it will got the first class, then it will display the message. Now all the above conditions becomes false, that time it will execute the else part and display the message printf fail. Okay, suppose we enter the marks 60, 60, 60. Okay, the student got the total percentage is and it will calculate the total and percentage. According to the percentage, it will display the message grade is equal to second class. Thank you.